Morning, our yoga family. Welcome to your yin class this morning on Mother's Day, and I do hope that you celebrate this in just every possible way that you need to yourself. Let's go and find the opportunity of finding some possibilities in our practice today. Please do have a bolster if you have one, pillows, cushions, or blocks available to help support you through this pose, through these poses this morning. So come on over, come join me in butterfly pose. Soles of your feet together. While you're getting comfortable on your mat, so I'll just grab out a couple of blocks from my little basket behind me. Good. And so remember, in butterfly pose, your feet can be as far forward or as close to, as far away or as close to the pelvis you would like them to be. And also be aware of how this feels through the pelvic bone, the inner thighs. If you need some support on your outer knees, go grab that. The other consideration here to help find space is, of course, your bolster. Wonderful little creations these are. And if you rest the forehead onto this bolster on this angle, it's just resting on my toes, then it allows the neck and shoulders to find more space and to release. And there we can move into the possibility of the pose. Just really investigate how it looks. So come on board with me, find some space. If you've got a sound track or a playlist you want to listen to while we're hanging out on the mat, we'll do that. If you want to hang out with me in silence, then I'll be very glad of that as well. So we've got the timer going, and as you can hear, just holding forward with any support that you need. And just allowing yourself to lower towards your feet as and when the body starts to surrender to the pose. And just know that in your practice today, the yin practice today, that there's no judgments in yoga. You always honour your body's natural ability and place to land, the space that it will hold for you this morning. Stay within your own range of motion. That includes being supported. So I'll start it here with the bolster, and I'm going to take it away. The bolster can then come down between my thighs, and I can now start to drop a little deeper into this with some support. Similarly, if we place a block underneath the bolster here, it's going to lift up just a little bit more for you to lay into. And we breathe and find some space. Find your edge there and stay. And if there's more or less, we'll investigate the possibility this morning. And just as time passes, we check in to see if we need to move, adjust or modify in any kind of way to be more supported or to be less. I've noticed now I quite like to move my position in my pose and bring my feet a little closer and just allow myself the opportunity to fall. I'm just going to move this to your facial feet just a little more. And see if there is a possibility of allowing this to soften. And continue the journey down below the jaw line into your neck, across the back of your shoulders. with your eyes. Which is the things of your elbow joint. In a moment, you'll be at the time to move out of this pose very slowly with awareness. Bring the hands down to the earth and slowly start to walk up out of whatever shape you made in butterfly pose. Pop with support off to the side of the mat. Just gather the knees into your chest. And give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Overlay through the back of the neck if you're able to bring your nose down and sit between the knees. And perhaps you'd like to balance onto the back of the pelvic bone. Just whatever you need to for these few moments. Feel that wonderful broadening through the back, the shoulder blades, and between them. Good. The next pose we'll move into is caterpillar pose. Again, it's a very strong pose. We'll be here for some time. So find any support that you need. So if you know that the back of your legs and around to the rim of the pelvic bone is quite tight for you, including coming across the top of the buttocks, then find something to place between behind your knees. So again, just imagine that this is like a flower that blossoms in the morning sunlight. So these poses are available to you over time and with patience. So you might not stay here, but you may also like to stay here. You can use blocks behind the back of the knees or cushions. You'll just find a wonderful place to soften through the back of the body around through the neck and shoulders. Keep a nice bend in the elbow. And come forward. Just allow yourself this journey of rolling forward. If you have another block available, you can place this in between the knees and let your feet up at the part in this pose. And then if you get drop the forehead down into it. Completely supported, completely and utterly supported. But as time passes, this too can change, and you can modify to be this or that. So constantly investigating possibilities within the practice. Again, if you have the availability of going to the back of your comfortable, you know, to sit supported and listen now. And as the pose goes, you change and shift through the space that you're creating. Because we have to make our shoulders and the facial features in the lower jaw. And these are wonderful indicators of the body's poses and that are seen in the feedback. You can feel any kind of tension or natural engagement with the facial features. You can feel the lower jaw as they get tension, through the neck as the shoulders settle back the body. These can be indications to you. You might need to just take a little bit of time and let go. Now being released and just get the possibility for a few moments. And you get a reset, essentially. Release. And then from there you may find that you will be there for you to let into. Alright, so we're having a few issues with volume this morning. I'll talk a little louder and see if that's going to be helpful. Stand here in this pose of the caterpillar, and as it starts to unravel to you, perhaps there is an opportunity for you to move a little deeper into this. If you feel resistance in this pose, stay. Allow time and gravity to perhaps give you the opportunity of being there. Alrighty, ladies, it's time to come on out of this pose very, very slowly. Take your time. Just come on up and let the body sit for a moment. As you start to clear away the yoga pots from your mat. And gather the knees in once again. Help by bringing the hands into the back of the legs. And sitting up. Hands behind you, feet about 6 inches ahead of you and open wide with the legs. And come on through window like this, slowly with the movement and breath. Come on around to a straddle. Come on around to dragonfly. So facing the side of the mat gives you the opportunity to be able to rest the heels onto the earth. This is a really big pose on the inner thighs and through the pelvic bowl, so please get as much support as you need in this pose. Take hold of your bolsters, soften through the back of your knees. Sometimes I find just a little support under the back of the knees takes the intensity away for you. So even something as little as a ball, just under here, will soften through the tissues, give you a little bit more space to land and possibilities. So investigating every one of your poses in so many different ways. You have a bolster, and this wonderful yoga prop can be used again to lay into, to rest into, like so. If you find that you've got a lot of rounding in the lower back, and perhaps sitting up on a cushion, possibly not a block that's maybe too high, it could bring a little bit more pressure into the knees. But something that's about, 2 or 3 inches high, just enough to lift the pelvis up and put onto a slightly different angle, and it will help to soften through that area for you as well. And again, ladies, as the pose unravels, change the support, modify and adjust that to be whatever you need it to be. So you can find your space and dragonfly. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, to soften down back into your pose of dragonfly for this morning. Shoulders slide down your back, and you just start to observe the tendencies of the mind. How do you react to this asana? Observing your thoughts here have no connection to them, no attachment to them. You're just observing. And then we investigate possibilities of changing the pose whenever you need to. Be able to land and bring this place with the body, the mind, and the breath to find and sit with ease. Just checking in there, Dennis. Do you need to adjust or modify once again? In a moment, ladies, it's time to come back into the end. Very, very slowly walking your hands back towards the pelvis. Once again, clear the mat of any support that you have around you. And just bring your hands in behind the knees and draw the feet in, place it towards the buttocks, but still to the outside edges of the hips and about 6 inches ahead. Come back into window one, please, and hips again. With the breath, so as you breathe in, go to one side and stay there. And as you breathe out, travel to the other. And move gently through the range of motions through the hip sockets. Notice how the body is responding to this movement. Where you feel space, where you feel maybe a little bit of tension, and the muscles are chatting to you. Straddle is a good pose to land into. Coming back, feet wide once again. Right. Keep all of your yoga props handy to you, close to you. And then just get your hands to the right side of the body. Right hand on the outside of the right thigh, and the left hand on the inside. So for a lot of people, this is enough. There's a lot of activity that's landing, perhaps for you, through the left side ribs. It's getting quite tight there. And just to test the waters, take a really big deep breath in and see how it feels through the tissues on that side of the page. If you're feeling that is quite You'll feel quite a bit of tugging there. But just stay, and again, with time, we just investigate how this can make you feel. You have these yoga props around you, so if you have a bolster, again, just rest the forehead into the other bolster so that you can soften through the facial features, the lower jaw and the shoulders. Similarly, if you need to place something kind of underneath the knees to help support the back of the knees and soften the engagement through the tissues in the back of the legs, then please do that. And then allow yourself to find some space. Change the support around the body as you need to. And then the awareness always landing into your side ribs on the left. And leaving every layer, tissue and muscle release. And in this pose, in this asana, then you bring an awareness to the breath and then grow that awareness to the activity on the left side body. And is there a possibility that you can release and lengthen through the side body a little more? In these last few moments here, do you need to just investigate a slight modification or adjustment? And in a moment, you'll use the time to connect with others. Very slowly, just bring the awareness back to being here and slowly walk the hands back towards the pelvic bowl. Just pop everything off the side of your mat once again. Bring your hands in behind the knees and just help these legs come a little closer towards you. And then cross your legs, right leg in front of left. Bicep bones, feel gravity drawing the pelvis down into the earth. Right hand behind. Just like a gentle twist here. Test the waters, and if there's more available, go into a deep one. Maybe everybody's coming. Right. Well, we need to go and investigate possibilities on the left side with a dragonfly twist. So coming back, setting up, turning to the left. Any support that you need through the back of the legs. any support you need to lean into, you'll go and find that. And then you'll take this wonderful opportunity of softening down into this twist. So just bring your hands around, land, and then just notice the side ribs on the right side first. Just test the waters with how they feel by breathing a little bit more actively into the side ribs, and be aware of the responses you're getting back from your body. And then as and when, allow yourself to journey over the top of your left thigh. So when we were in Dragonfly earlier, I did ask you to consider how you react to this incident. Dragonflying is one of the most challenging positions to be in for most people. But sometimes that challenge and overwhelm of the pose comes from being more than we need to be. So there is this concept that we have a visual representation of poses. So see if you can withdraw from that and start to feel how they are landing in your body. And notice if that is giving you the opportunity to challenge the stories that roll through our mind in response to the asanas that we land into. To observe the thoughts that you have no attachment to them. Be able to land confidently into our breath. And in moments when the mind gets really active, looking beyond the activity of the mind and landing into the sound of it. Focus a moment. Stand for a few minutes while the ladies, we're almost there. Alrighty, come on up, very, very slowly, take your time. And then bring the hands in behind the knees. Draw the heels in closer to the pelvic bone. Clear away the mat. And then bring the left leg in front of the right. Take a twist to the left side. So the right hand just sits behind. Feel gravity once again, taking hold of the sit bones into the earth. So twist to the left side. comfort setting. Sphinx pose is the next place that we'll land into. So just move the pelvic bowl back a little bit here. Roll over onto the hands and the knees. Now for any support that you would like to for Sphinx or seal, I quite like to have a bolster underneath my ribs that allows me to soften through my neck and shoulders. So you may have experienced at some stage when you're in Sphinx or seal that you feel that the shoulders start to work a little bit too hard for you. Your bolster will help hold you there with a little bit more support and less engagement through there. If there's a place that you enjoy to land in without quite so much engagement, then feel free to stay. Otherwise, kind of enjoying you here. Laying down onto your tummy. And when you get any resistance to feeling sensation, you start to relax. Just here. Being aware, investigation, feeling and understanding how the body could be, maybe, is resisting. There might be a little bit of tug through the tissues and the lower abdominals. There could be a little bit of resistance into the lumbar spine. And if there is, just let's stay here and talk about that. Bring your feet out towards the side of the neck to bring a little bit of space into the lumbar spine. You can also bring the elbows over here away from each other. You can even indeed take them forward a little bit more. But if you do hit them forward, you probably need some support from the other legs. So, options of prayers just to land. And then, in this part, you ignore the resistance and you bring space into the body. We start to relax into the pose. Once again, just check in with your facial features and the lower jaw and neck and shoulders. Really understanding the feedback that I'm giving you. Wonderful little indications, letting you know if you can find a little bit more space in the pose. And when we say space, we don't only just mean literally space of the body. It could also be allowing yourself the opportunity to enrich yourself with conversation. In this pose, there's compression into the kidneys. And it's a wonderful little massage for me. Kidneys also help the emotion of fear. So sometimes we need to really sit and understand, observe, no attachment. And then once we can land in that space, we might be able to find somewhere where there's just a little bit of space. Similarly, the activity of the mind. I've often heard in my years of yoga people suggesting that I try to still my mind. It's very difficult to do that. It's a very large organ that manages a lot within the body. So I like to think of stilling my mind as looking beyond that activity. Just landing on the other side and just getting the possibility of doing that. I'm going to change the shape of my pose by drawing my right knee up the side of the room. And I'd love you to join me if that is comfortable in your body. And it is a place where you can land and still have space. So my right thigh is about 90 degrees and my ankles are in front. The thigh is opening up just a little bit more as it was in butterfly. And there's a little bit of activity around my hip. Continue to bring some space into the back of the hip joint if you have taken this extension. And know that you don't need to. from that. You're just being in Sphinx pose and enjoying all the wonderful reverse range over your hair. Around you, we're going to take the right leg to the back of the room now. You can come down to the mat if you'd like to and rock through the carpet bowl. Or you can just stay where you are with me, left leg out to the sides of the room. You can stay here or come out this sort of pose if that's the place that's comfortable for you today. Just for as long as you would like to. Or if it's time for you to come out of the extensions to your spine, and simply come down and respond to the mat. If you have come down to the mat, snap the hands and then snap the right leg to the side of the room to rest through the main spine. The area we have is a more active pose than we were in Sphinx. But here it can be really restorative. Just allowing the space to learn to the other spine. And even when you breathe deep into the belly, you will feel a gentle opening there. If you're in seal and you're comfortable staying, feel free to stay for another couple of breaths. Similarly, come down through this breath. Switch to the other side as and when. And then when you're ready, yogis currently need to be in child's pose. So the knees could be together or the knees could be apart. Also know that if you move a little bit more space, I do use the right to be nurtured today, you can bolster. Moving back up to our hands on our knees. Walk forward in the bolster. Keep it there, you may need it. Bring the knees together and then bring the feet to each side of the mat. You're kind of sitting down onto your buttocks. And this is saddle pose. So saddle can also lock if you need to, like this. When you're sitting up on the bolster, it opens up the joints through the ankles, the knees, takes a lot of the strain out of the calves, and also is able to suffer through pelvic. For a lot of people, this pose too is very challenging. So we can give you a lot of opportunities here in different places. Firstly, here is a good place to land. And you can also have your hands on blocks beside you. You can just lean back a little bit into this pose. You can chin a little tuck so that you're not straining through the front of the side neck to hold the head here. Don't forget and it weighs 5 kilos. It's a lot of weight to manage. So if I find a place where it can balance comfortably, generally that's the challenge. So this is one place to land. If you're familiar with saddle, you'd like to go straight into your pose, feel free to. If you have the availability of being able to sit the pelvis between the thighs, between the ears, but that you struggle coming backwards, then use the bolster to support the spine so that you can lay back onto the bolster. Also, placing a block underneath the top end of it will give you a lovely angle to land into. And so that softens through the tissues in the front of the body, from the knees, the ankles, the knees, the pelvis and the spine, through the torso, and it gives you the opportunity of feeling truly supported and being able to release and soften into this pose to find space. Some of us have the availability of being unsupported, and if that is you, if that is your journey and pose, you come on down, you lift the pelvis up, you press into the hands, get comfortable, over the heels into the side of the body, and then bring your hands behind you. You don't want to pull out when you're ready. Before you go further, lift the pelvis up, just let the beginning balance go up. And then a little bit more space here. You could chin tuck if this is all the only place that you're going to land in today. You can also place blocks underneath you if you want to, but if you have the availability, then all the way down to the mat. So once again, this is a big pose to land into. You can invite the arms out to the side of the body. Just notice how that feels through the shoulder capsule, through the armpit and through the upper arms. And also notice how that feels through the front ribs that will start to fan open. So just adjusting or modifying as you need to breathe through. Just checking in, yogis, do you need to change your position here? Is there somewhere more that you need to be? Or do you need to come back? And I'm making very slowly. You take your time to come back into this pose. Bring your hands down beside the body. Start to lift up. Slowly and surely. As you start to come upright, just lift the front roll up and make a small adjustment by taking the pose back a fraction. Good. Now let's unravel through the legs. Come on to the knees. And come on sitting on the left. crocodile is an interesting place to land, plus saddle, but we'll go and find that place together. So come onto the hands and knees, and then just stretch your right leg out and press into the floor. The joys of being able to practice at home, having carpet underneath you, so it's softer through the knees, but if you need support, go and find that at the left leg out. Do that on the forearms at the right leg out. And then switching the knees over to the left. Right, so come over to the right side, and you can stay there with just the right leg, and you can switch to the left when you're ready. If you like to, you can step right back as I have here. It's only for a few moments. Bring the awareness to what is occurring through the back of your body here. So what's happening from the back of your shoulders through to your ears? There's a lot of activity in the front, yes, but there should be a lovely softening through the back, knees to the mat. Work your leg into child's pose and release through the fronts of the shoulders here. Come up into your hands and your knees. It's time to find a twist right around to your back. And again, if you'd like to, feel free to use the bolster. Lift and elevate it, angle, twist the knees from left to right, or stay with me. So make some room. And lay down onto your back. And draw the knees into the chest. As and when you're ready, take the knees to the right side, looking left. And if you need some support underneath your outer right knee to get the left shoulder on the mat, then please do that. And then lengthen away the left outer hip towards your heels. And see if you can just allow all of the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments and the tissues on your left side body to relax. Continuing to allow your outer left hip to get long towards your heels. Both shoulders onto the mat. Support under the right knee if you need it, and then check in as time passes. You may be able to remove that. You may be just really comfortable staying where you are. In a moment, yogis, it's time to come back center. So do that as and when you are next taking an inhale. And then lift the pelvic bowl up to realign through the pelvis, spine. And then let's go and find a twist to the other side. Support on the outer right knee if you would like, outer left knee if you would like it. Lengthening your outer right hip towards your feet. Good. Shoulders onto your mat. Just checking to see if you can remove the support or whether you need to keep it there. And come back and land into your twist to the left side. And yogis, in a moment, on an inhale, it's going to be time to come back center once again. Please place both feet into the earth and lift the pelvic bowl up. Hold it there and then roll it back down to the earth once again. Right, gather the knees into the chest and rocking from side to side, just giving a little bit of massage through the spinal column. And then we're going to come into a restorative pose. By taking your bolster on your nose, or indeed you may just want to be laying down on the mat. Moving it up onto the side, and then placing your support on the top of this. And the pelvis to the back, to the bottom of the bolster, and just let it snuggle in. You might need a little bit of space as you roll back down onto the bolster. So a deeply restorative suit to both calves and supported. So butterfly pose reclining. You can bring yourselves the feet together. You can cross the shins as I'm here. If you practice half locus or locus, come into that. Similarly, you can get the legs going on. If there's any tension along the spine, keep the feet standing. Or indeed put something underneath them. And then come on over and down into your pose. Once again, just bringing awareness to the position of the arms. The closer the arms are to the body, the less that there will be felt through the chest and the shoulders and your ribs. But the If you want to do a little bit more than just bend the elbows out to the side of the room, just test the water, see how that lands. If you'd like a little bit more, take the arms just slightly out and further. If there's more activity available for you, take them out to the side. Similarly, if you'd like to place cushions or blocks underneath your arms and just let them be deeply restorative so that all of the tendons, the ligaments, tissues and muscles release through the front of the chest and through the ribs, limbs and hair. So these stays of your life and enjoy some more time just with self. And give yourself the opportunity to just investigate the possibilities of deep self-connection, finding space, and placing critical system of breath, your mind and emotions, taking to the deepest sense of relaxation and benefit to just if you would like to stay in support with your life, it's time for you to come out of this pose and support it by the modified pose and please do that yourself. We spend our time together investigating possibilities of how we can land into our body to really give ourselves the best opportunity of finding a balance in life. Along the way we learn, we feel, we hear, we notice our responses and our reactions, whether we resist and reverse things. Most of all, always in our young practice, we are forever the student. And as long as you actually it's lovely to be in your hobby and so that others may one more and see you there another day and I find this good as namaste.